so that you can be healthy.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, and I was asking Dr. Calvert during the break, did the smoking contribute to maybe the hole in your stomach from the previous surgery? And he was saying,
well, I didn't smoke back then.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I just started smoking after that surgery.
Oh, because of the stress.
So, yeah, I had
wow.
diabetes back then, but then after the weight loss, everything went away.
Oh, okay.
But I believe Dr. Calvert could have just kicked me to the curb and walked away, but instead he decided to help me, and Dr. Fine, with this intervention, and I'm smoke-free. It's been over a year,
Good.
and I
still
thank him for that.
Good. I know your boyfriend Daryl is in the audience.
Yeah, my baby Daryl.
And he was with you before the surgeries, and after, right before is when you met him, right?
Yes.
So how has this affected your relationship? Is she more confident now?
Oh, definitely. Tanya is a very strong woman, and we had a great relationship before the surgery. And but since the surgery, her confidence is amazing. Her self-esteem has increased, and it's just made a good relationship better.
Good. Well, even though Tanya's surgery was delayed and she had to go through the journey alone, Jackie Guerra still made sure she was there to support Tanya and give her words of encouragement.
I am also ready to go through this process with you. This is the next phase in our construction. We're building this fantastic body together. So you and I are going to do it together. Woo!
Jackie and Tanya went through the skin lift surgery together and leaned on each other through the process. Jackie filmed Tanya's final moments before surgery.
So I know that Tanya's very grateful, and we're very proud of her, and I know you're very proud of her.
Very proud, and it's nice to see you two both here today for Tanya's last operation.
I just want to thank Jackie, for being here, and because we've been through the same thing, and it's going to be good.
So it was so nice to see you support each other, even though you were supposed to do it at the same time, but it didn't work out that way. But how did it feel to have Jackie's support?
It felt wonderful, only for the fact that Jackie's the only person that understands what I'm going through. She had everything done that I had done, so when I'm going through my pain, I'm going through all my mental issues and everything, I feel like Jackie's the only support that really understands.
That really understands. Well, sitting in the audience is Tanya's trainer, Jeanette Jenkins. Where's Jeanette? Hi, Jeanette. Hi. So a lot of people don't know that, and sometimes before surgery, you have to get in shape. So how did you get Tanya in shape for surgery?
First, I tested her doing an active metabolic test so I would know what level of fitness she was at, and she lasted about 5 minutes on a walk of 2.5, so I knew...
2.5 miles per hour?
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty slow.
Very slow.
Yes.
And her legs were burning. She was out of breath. And the doctors were right. They were like, she needs to get in shape. And she was committed. She did an amazing job. And, in 6 weeks, this girl was doing 3 miles, intervals of running and walking.
What?
I was
That's
blown
right.
away.
Work it out.
Right.
Well, you guys look fabulous, and your spirits on the inside are shining, too. I can see it from the inside out, and just... good luck, and this is your second chance, the second part of your life to be healthy and to be fit mentally, spiritually, physically, everything. So y'all keep going. We'll be right back.
After the break, radio superstar Big Boy, his dramatic video diary of his journey to be not so big.
All right, baby, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
It's gonna go great. He's gonna do fine.
Don't let the fun stop at the end of the show. Join me in TYRA's virtual studio where you can hang out, listen to music, chat with your friends, and even me. Go to TYRAShow.com to sign up now.
previous guests who underwent dramatic plastic surgeries, and we're showing you their amazing transformations for the very first time. Now, as the host of one of the hottest morning radio shows here in Los Angeles, our next guest was never shy about discussing his weight on the air. Now, this popular DJ is telling a much different story about his weight loss surgery that left him with almost 70 pounds of excess skin.
For over a decade, Big Boy has been the hottest DJ on the LA hip-hop scene. And his radio show has recently gone national. In 2003, Big Boy decided to have gastric bypass surgery, losing an astonishing 275 pounds. His weight has been a lifelong struggle that he overcame, and it wasn't easy. When Big Boy was on our show, he talked about why he felt he should have surgery.
I joke around, I play around, but you get quiet and you start to talk to yourself and you talk to God. And I knew that if I didn't do something and get this surgery, I felt in my heart and in my mind that I would have been dead within a year.
But Big Boy had some regrets after having his surgery to lose weight.
After around 2-3 weeks, I noticed I started to slow down. My energy level started to drop a lot. Started having different kind of like mood swings, and I would never tell anyone to get the procedure that I had.
After much deliberation, Big Boy decided to have Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Calvert perform a skin lift.
How long do you think it's going to take to really recover?
Well, you want to do the abdomen.
Yeah.
Okay, so the abdomen is your biggest deal, and your recovery time on that, 3 weeks is probably a real recovery time. Things can go wrong, there are problems that can come up, and generally speaking, 98.7% of the time, it's a total home run and people are thrilled.
After the meeting, Big Boy was ready to go in for the operation to remove his excess skin.
All right, baby. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
It's gonna go great. It's gonna be fine.
Still with me is one of the top plastic surgeons in the country and the man who removed 25 pounds of excess skin so far from Big Boy, Dr. J. Calvert. Hi, Dr. Calvert. So how great does Big Boy look right now?
Well, he looks great. I mean, he took a big step by having the operation to begin with to lose the weight. And now he's going through a lot of skin excisions, and he's, 25, 30% of the way there, but he's really doing very well at this point.
So there's more surgeries to come.
Absolutely.
Wow.
He's talking about his arms and legs and things like that, but
now
these
he's getting a little cocky, like, ooh, I want to do this and I want to do that.
Yeah, they're big operations for him.
All right. So. Well, I can't wait to see Big Boy. Come on out, Big Boy. Oh my goodness. Have a seat. I am so happy to see you here again.
I'm happy to see you.
So much good
I'm happy
times.
to be seen. Thank you.
So how much did you weigh?
I weighed at the beginning?
Yes.
510 pounds.
510
510
pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And how much do you weigh now?
I'm at 220 right now.
220?
Yeah. Oh,
oh my gosh.
Thank you.
220.
Yeah.
And where did you have the skin done? The skin removed?
When?
No, where? Where did you have it?
Dr. Calvert, what's the name of your place? Kill 'em Fast? it was Kill 'em Fast Institute.
No, where on your body?
No, on my chest. I had my chest, and he did, what is this called right here? The abdomen?
The abdomen, yeah.
Yeah, because, like being a large guy, I had a lot of loose skin, so things were hanging all over the place. I mean, like, even my belly would hang down. I'd tighten it in my, belt, or I'd slip it around my kneecap or tie it around there. But
would you really put it under your belt?
Yeah, because it would hang down quite a bit.
Really?
And so that was one of the things that he really took care of.
And how did it feel looking in the mirror? Because you did lose all the weight, but then seeing all the skin after.
I wasn't one of those guys that was like, oh, I gotta go get this done.
Yeah.
I was very comfortable with it. But it got to a point where, I was having my son, and I was like, if I'm going to do this, the timing's got to be right now.
Yeah.
And at one point, I started to, swell up because my circulation started to get bad in my stomach area and in my chest area. So I went and got it done. It was the perfect timing, and it's been amazing.
I remember there was a really funny story that you told the last time you were here about your wife, your girlfriend at the time, where. You want to tell it again?
You were asleep? We were laying down in bed, and I noticed that she was snoring quite a bit. So I'm like, wow, you know, she doesn't usually snore, but I'm thugging it. I'm like, okay, it'll pass. And I noticed that the more I'm thinking, okay, it'll pass, she's still. So when I kind of looked over at her, I realized that the skin and the fat on my arm was over her face, and she was fighting for her life. She couldn't breathe. I almost killed my lady in bed, Jack. How do I explain that? You know, like, no, it was the fat on my arm, I swear. Please, Judge. Trust me on this.
Well, what about you emotionally after all of the surgeries? How are you dealing with it? Because I hear that a lot of people say that they still, Jackie Guerra said that she still feels like a 300-pound woman sometimes.
You know what? And not that you sit down and you like, oh, I miss it, but, you know, I had that size for so long. So even if I'm in the shower, like when I would shower, I would literally have to, you know, raise up my chest to clean under. So now I go to my chest and I'm almost like, you know, flipping past because there's nothing there.
And I know that you had a very serious gastric, it wasn't gastric bypass, it was called the duodenal switch. Duodenal switch. That was the most severe kind. And you've had a lot of side effects because of that.
I had every complication that you can have under the sun. My doctor told me, Dr. Khaleesi, he said, you know, there's 1 in 1,000. He said, you're that one.
That had everything wrong.
Everything. I mean, to the point where, you know, I had to get the feeding tube in my chest. I was blacking out every day.
I heard you were doing the radio on your back.
Yeah, it was days when I would go to work and I would be so out of it that I would have to lay on the floor and my producer, Jason, would put the mic at my face and I would just do my show from the floor.
Oh my gosh.
But my audience, they never knew I was sick.
They never knew.
Yeah, I was in there.
See, that's like I always tell my top model girls, it doesn't matter if you're sick.
Yeah, you know, you got a job you have to do. And a lot of people, they love what we do on radio, but a lot of people, they go to us to hear, you know, to get away from their problems.
Yes.
So you don't want to turn me on. I'm like, oh, it's a bad day today. Oh, Lord, I'm dying over here. You know, so I just did what I had to do, and I remained happy.
You look absolutely fabulous, and congratulations on your new son.
Oh, thank you.
When we return, how this TYRA Show guest went from tragedy to triumph, and how she got her smile back. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and want to come to a free studio taping of the TYRA Bank Show, go to TYRAShow.com or call 323-653-TYRA.